Hello and welcome everyone to a new episode of Score Sheet. As usual, plenty of sports items, and we do have also guests to get us introduced to, for me, a very new sport or game. I didn't even know the difference between this game and the weightlifting, but they are going to be with us to tell us the details. But before this, I was that much cheerful as I always am when I am going to meet my dear viewers and to have special guests. But what I have been through while watching just a few minutes ago what happened between the players and their rivals or opponents, despite the fact that they were teammates just few months ago. What happened between Al-Ahli players and the players of Al-Intaj Al-Harbi or the military production in one of the games or in one of the matches of the EPL or the Egyptian Premier League, it was really a shame. I don't know what's going on and why it reached this point. The extra time was decided by the referee to be 6 minutes. Okay, and Ahmed Net'ab was there for the last 15 minutes and he scored a goal for Al-Ahli in the last minute of the extra time. What about that? Even if there's something wrong, would it exceed to the limits that we are going to quarrel and to have this kind of a very bad and negative image of the sports in general of Egypt in front of the whole world? We are living just in a village. And this is what's happening here is going to be seen just in a split of a second in the most remote part of the world. So I'm really asking what's going on. I'm going to try to give you the details about that and the images of this right after the first part of the score sheet. And far from football and far from those negative impacts we have on our sports arena in Egypt, we do have two Egyptian players who did it and who were that much successful in drawing smiles on our faces as they have raised the Egyptian flag in an international championship, and this was in America just 3 months ago. It was in September 2015. Ahmed and we have Mustafa. Right after the short break, I'm going to be with them, so stay tuned only on Nile TV International and with Score Sheet.
Like my face, yeah? Make my leg look good. Okay. Good. Wait, jump. I am. Come on!
And it's good news. So world record. Jackson Bello, 200.
Well, those who are watching are those who I'm very much delighted to have here. Mustafa, Muhammad, first welcome to Score Sheet and welcome to Nile TV International. First, would you please, Mustafa, tell me what the difference between powerlifting and weightlifting?
The difference between weightlifting and powerlifting is that weightlifting It consists of three attempts for two lifts, the clean and jerk and the snatch.
Yeah.
However, the powerlifting has three lifts, the squat, the bench press, and the deadlift.
Yeah.
Each have 3 attempts, and they take the best max attempt you are able to lift.
Yep. Muhammad, can any player who is practicing powerlifting to practice weightlifting, or each of them requires special qualities in the bodybuilding of the player, of his way or his tactics of training?
Actually, anyone can practice weightlifting because powerlifting can be like an accessory for weightlifting. The deadlift, squats, the bench press are all included in the weightlifting, but not in the competition.
Yeah.
But everyone playing weightlifting has to play these sports
Together.
Yeah.
The 3 lifts, yeah, they are in the 3 lifts are the accessory work for the weightlifters.
Yep.
So basically, they do the deadlift, but mostly they do deadlift and squat. But
Why I'm asking this question, because I just want to know, why have you chosen to play this and not to play that? I mean, is it your skills? So you have been advised by your coaches or something that you are going to be better or more successful in this sport rather than that, or it was your pure choice?
No, it wasn't my pure choice, but I wasn't introduced to weightlifting when I was young. I played a lot of sports, but not including weightlifting. But at some point, I started to go to the gym and lift weights, and then my coach noticed I lift heavy weights. So he introduced powerlifting to me, and then I got into my first national competition and got second place in my first national competition. It was under 18 years old at that time. So it's not, it doesn't have a link. Just I was introduced to powerlifting, but I wasn't introduced to weightlifting when I was young. That's the issue.
Was it the case with you, Muhammad?
Actually, I did go to the gym, just normal workout to get in shape, shredded and so on. And Mustafa was playing powerlifting, so he asked me if I want to join the team or anything. I kept thinking.
Then are you two members of the national team?
Yeah.
Great. Regarding this, is it that easy or is it that difficult to reach this point?
No, it's not easy at all. It takes a lot of dedication, hard work.
Because you've told me that in the very first national competition you've got the second place, meaning that you were that much talented in the first place?
Yeah, but I have been practicing I was just doing a program. It's all about powerlifting because my main goal in the gym was just to lift heavyweight. I didn't care much about my muscle anatomy and bodybuilding that much. But when it came to heavyweights, that was my field. So when my coach, when I went and coached at the gym, so the heavyweights I was lifting, he just introduced me to the powerlifting, and I just said, well, why don't I give it a try? So I just gave it a try. Under 18, the reason I got second place is under 18 years, we don't have a lot of players here in Egypt, especially in heavyweights. So that's
you are of 2 different categories.
Weight categories.
What's your weight category?
Under 120 kilogram.
And?
I participate in under 60 and 67.5.
As far as I know, that you have been both together in America for this championship. What was that?
It was a world championship, and it was my first meet ever. I haven't been ever to any nations or anything.
And you have achieved?
6 gold medals.
6 gold medals? 6 golds?
Yes.
And this is the first time?
Yeah.
Okay, take a side. Okay. And what about you?
6 gold medals and 1 silver.
And 1 silver?
Yeah.
And this is the competition number?
I don't understand what you mean.
This is, I mean, how many competitions have you been through before?
About 5 national competitions, 5 or 4 national competitions.
You mean that this is the very first international one?
Yeah, that's the very first international.
Okay, let me be more accurate. We are talking about the very first international competition for both, and they returned to Egypt with 6 golden medals, and here 6 gold and 1 silver. Is that true?
Yeah.
Without any help or support from the federation, or without even preparing for what you're doing, except the normal training sessions of both of you? Or you have been through different training sessions before going to the championship?
We both train in the same team with same coach. But it was all about us.
All
There was no
about
support.
us.
There was no support at all from the federation. So we paid for the flights, we paid for the whole
Mustafa,
journey.
say it loudly. Without any support from the federation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
This
it.
is weird and this is a shame. I'm saying it bluntly. Okay. Go ahead.
So we just paid, and our parents, we just begged for our parents. They didn't believe we could achieve this much at the very beginning, but when just I called my mom the first time.
Then you were not received by any officials from the federations or from the Ministry of Sports or Youth or stuff like that.
No.
So
It's a lot of complicated procedures and routines between the president of the federation and the head of and the minister.
Okay. Okay. Let me be more frank.
Okay.
Minister of Sports and Youth, His Excellency Engineer Khalid Abdelaziz, and his deputy, Dr. Ashraf, are really very active, and they're all the time trying to be that supportive for all who are returning back to Egypt having medals. But there is no link between you and any of them?
Actually, Dr. Khalid Abdelaziz didn't know that we were in a competition outside of Egypt.
The federation didn't
He was
report.
shocked.
Didn't report about the international championship that some of the national team were going to it.
I promise that I'm going to have my contacts to improve this kind of contact or link. But let me return back to this competition. I mean, have you gone there putting in mind that return with a medal, or it's only I'm going to go and to participate or practice my favorite sport and that's it?
No, my target, I wasn't gonna travel and pay a lot of money to just not return with
Pay a
at
lot of
least-
money?
Yeah,
You did it on your own?
yeah, all of it.
You too?
Yeah.
All of the national team, actually.
We were
All of the
8
national
players.
team?
We were 8 players.
On your own?
Yeah.
Who couldn't afford it, didn't travel.
And who couldn't afford it, didn't travel?
Yeah. We have a lot of gifted athletes who had just did a
Would you please, give it a try to have a phone call with Dr. Ashraf Sobhi, because I want to have him on air if we can, now, during the episode, okay? Okay. We are going to try and now on air, and if we can do it, we will do it on air, and if not, I'm going to try it once again. If not today, then it's going to be in the coming 7 days. I mean, before the next episode of a Score Sheet, I would be in contact with any top official from the Egyptian Ministry of Sports and Youth. Returning back to this competition and to this world event. You said that you went there just with one target,
yeah,
which is?
smash the competition. I need just to win the medals. I just want to make it like a reward for my parents. They paid a lot for this journey, and I needed just to make it like a compensation for them. They supported me from the first beginning till the end, till we win the competition, won the competition. Sorry.
I mean, have you thought that you're going to return with all those medals?
Not all
or
those
one
medals.
or two?
I thought maybe 1 or 2, but not
And what
anymore.
was the reaction of your parents when you returned back with the 7 medals, 6 gold and 1 silver?
Yeah, they cried a lot.
I can
A lot
imagine.
of
I'm a
crying.
mom, so I can imagine.
Yeah.
And what about you?
I had a different goal, not about the medals or anything. My goal was to get a world record. Not, I didn't.
To break the record, I mean the current world record. And have you done that?
4 world records.
4
World
world records.
Yeah.
Same here.
Same here.
Yeah, for the world record.
Guys, despite the fact that I'm too happy to know what you're talking about and to receive those wonderful pieces of news, but I'm really sad that I am the only one who did it and who had you on camera. I mean, this is the first time on camera?
Second time.
Second time.
Okay, when was the first time and with whom?
Maybe like a month and a half ago.
I mean, with a private satellite channel or with a
With a
state?
private satellite
A private
channel.
satellite channel?
Yeah.
Lucky them. Okay. Returning back to the championship, and forgive me that I want to go through deeper into this championship because I want to know who are the heavyweight names in the sport. I mean, when you went there, you put in mind that, oh, the Russians are going to be
The Russians and
the
the
strong
top.
rivals, or the East Europeans, for example. You tell me.
Actually, the most powerful teams in the world, all of this, all Soviet Unions, like Russia, Uzbekistan, Serbia, all of these nations are from the strongest nations in the powerlifting.
Yeah.
And then comes USA. And actually, Egypt turned out to be the second after USA in number of points as for
Great.
country in our competition. But fortunately, there wasn't a lot of Russians in that championship, so we like aced it.
Yeah. Is it the same in your weight category?
Yeah.
Okay. Then, whenever you are going there, would you change your tactics, your style according to the championship or the event you are going to participate, or you are just improving yourself as you are?
I was improving myself as I was, working on my progress with my coach, Mohammed Saeed. I owe him 80% from what I have achieved, and 20%, and the rest goes for my friend and gym partner, Ibrahim Saksh.
Yeah.
He's the one responsible for my diet plans till now. So I was working only on just get the record, as if I'm playing alone in that weight class.
Yeah. As if I am playing alone.
Yeah.
You know, this is the way to do it. If you are just focusing on yourself, you are going to achieve a lot. About the diet and about the nutrition and such stuff, are you also responsible for this?
Yes.
Like spending money on it,
No, I mean nutrition.
putting the plans and the
Nutritionist.
programs.
I mean, do you ask a nutritionist just to keep you on track, or you're doing this also on your own, or you are just following the instructions of your coach, or what?
It's supposed to go like we need a nutritionist in the team or to make progress and give plans and programs for the whole team. But we trust Coach Muhammad in all of this. He has a lot of knowledge, and he's 3 times world champion, so he knows what he's doing. So just relying on his info and
By the way, we
lot
are
of
watching
knowledge.
some of the photos or some of the footages of this championship you were in.
Yeah.
If you want to comment on any of those moments, I think they are all unforgettable moments you had there in the United States.
That was a world record, 140 kilos squats. It was my second attempt.
Okay. Who decides for you to try this weight and not to? I mean, it's your own choice, or also
No, my
there's
coach.
your coach and you.
Yeah, my coach, and we discuss it together, but it's all about the coach.
It's all about the coach.
Yeah.
whatever he
Okay.
says, it will be done.
Because he knows if I go under a heavy weight, what I can lift,
Yeah.
I'm gonna die.
God forbids. Okay. God forbid.
Very dangerous.
Regarding your way, speaking about your coaches, it seems that it's a family bond rather than
Yeah.
a coach-player relation.
He's like our second father. We owe him a lot. Like he's
I mean,
in this
it's one
position.
coach for both of you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Coach Mohammed Saeed. He was with us in the championship, and he broke, I believe, 1 record or 2.
And that
And,
was a world record, 190 kilos. It's almost more than 3 times my body weight.
3 times your body weight?
Yeah, more than.
More than.
Yeah.
Let's watch it. Tell me, what do you feel now? Watching yourself breaking the record.
Speechless.
Speechless. I would react this way. Congratulations to both of you, by the way.
Thank you.
And congratulations to Captain Mohammed Saeed, because you did a good job, a unique job, having those champions and speaking about you this way, meaning that you are a man of a kind, one of a kind who did it. So, a tip of a hat and congratulations. The coming period, of course, it's going to be a different period, because this championship, it should be a turning point in your history, or your history of, or your career even if you would continue or resume your sports this way.
Yeah.
What's tomorrow for you? I mean, what are your plans?
We're trying to spread the sport more in Egypt. Try to make people understand the difference between weightlifting and powerlifting more in the coming days. Moreover, we want to try to make the federation gives us more support.
By the way, my director just told me that Dr. Ashraf Subhi is mobile. Dr. Ashraf Subhi's mobile is now off. So I promise that I'm going to be that keen to reach him and to tell him about all the story we have.
So just want we need more support from the federation. So we want the youth to just have an effect on the federation more. Like they need to have a more louder voice in the federation. They need the president. He needs to know that we made a lot of sacrifices for this sport. We made educational sacrifices. We a lot of dedication and sweat. We put a lot of hard work, and at the end of the day, if someone can't afford a journey for a championship, he will miss it. And there are a lot of talented, even more talented than us, who don't have a chance because they can't afford a journey to the championship.
Are you joining Mustafa the same story, or you want to add something?
No, he told everything.
Okay. Far from all these disappointing issues, you do have some light by the end of the tunnel, having all those medals. But of course, you are planning for tomorrow. You are planning for other things. You are planning to continue the same way, or till you reach a certain point and then you are going to stop.
No, I don't want to stop. I'm planning to go for more championships.
Further? Yeah. To go to more championships. When it's going to be the first championship outside Egypt?
Maybe in June.
Where it's going to be?
London.
In London?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you planning for the same?
Yeah, maybe we're just figuring out which championship should we go in the next year. We have a couple of championships, so we're just planning together whether to go to which one.
Okay. I'm always asking my guests, when they are that successful like you and you're turning back with medals and stuff like that, what the difference between your life before practicing sport and before being a champion and right after? I mean, I think that sports would form or change your character. You became more confident, more social, more organized, whatever. You have the mics.
I believe sports teach me a lot of things, a lot of discipline, a lot of time management. It's all about if like you're engineering like me, maybe just have a little bit of time to just study. So it's a lot of time management. It's like critical timing before the finals to just study for your finals. So
yeah.
A lot of discipline, a lot of socializing, because we're just like you said. So we're like a family.
Yeah.
It's not about being teammates. Even if we're not in training, we're out together, hanging out or something. So
what about you?
Actually, I agree with him, but for me, I can't feel it.
The difference.
Yeah, because I've been practicing since I was 4 years.
4 years?
Yeah, but different sports.
Yeah,
swimming, water polo, and so on. So all my life.
But when you have said to yourself that powerlifting is going to be my sport, when was that?
7 months ago, May.
Only 7 months ago?
Right, last May.
Okay. And why was that?
I don't know, but I liked it.
I mean, Mustafa convinced you that you are going to be that much successful?
Mustafa and another friend called Zohni.
And you did it, and it went this way.
Join.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't imagine that I'm gonna make it.
I didn't imagine that you are gonna make it with medals and with world records.
Yeah.
So you're gonna continue this way.
Yeah, inshallah.
But unfortunately, there's something wrong with your education or your faculties. We are not going to mention the universities because they are private ones, but tell our viewers what do you want or what do you need from your university to help you out with what you're doing.
Actually, there's nothing that my university can offer me because I play for its team, but
Okay.
I'm the only one player in that team. So when the other teams travel outside or anything, my team doesn't because I'm the only one.
Yeah.
It's like there's no team Aslan.
Okay. Same with you, Mustafa?
No, we don't have even a team at our university.
Okay.
But
You are doing this all on your own.
yeah, but this semester, the last semester, the university allowed me to just reschedule my whole schedule. Just
Okay.
put the slots wherever I want according to my training. So it was like a good glimpse of them. But still, nothing. I don't want anything else from there. Just
Why
my
I'm
time
asking this
management.
question? Because I would like you both to tell me, are you going to turn into professionals? I mean, are you going to continue till you are a pro in this?
We hope so, yeah.
Or
We
you
hope
are
so,
going to remain as amateurs?
No, we hope so. To turn pro.
Inshallah.
But it would take a lot of hard
Effort
work
and time?
yeah, and trying to balance between our educational life and even our careers.
Right
for
after
the
that,
future,
amen
yeah,
to that.
yeah.
But since you've just told me that you have been taught by sports how to be very well disciplined and you know how to manage your time, inshallah you are going to
Yeah,
succeed in that.
I hope so.
But guys, before I leave you, I mean, in the past 4 years there was, not the past 4 years, exactly from January 2011 to January 2014 or something, there was such political turmoil, and the case in Egypt was not that easy for you guys to go to training and to practice your life as usual and as you want to. Was it true, or it was the same for you? I mean, you were practicing the same way.
For me, it was the same.
Okay.
The same. It was the same, except for the time there was curfews. But anything else, no, it was the same.
Thank God. I mean, you have not been affected by that.
No.
This is to say, whenever you do have a target and whenever you do have something in mind, you would never think about the surroundings and you would never be affected negatively by any circumstances. Because I just wanted them to say that, not to feel those excuses by others who would say, we didn't want to go to the clubs or to our teams to practice. No, they were as usual. They practiced their favorite sport and they continued the same way despite anything which is going on around them. Finally, hopes and dreams of tomorrow.
Hopes and dreams. Maybe number one, I want to graduate from computer science engineering, number one. Number two, get
Science
to be
engineering.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get to pro powerlifter. Maybe someday start a private business.
Great.
For me to graduate from construction engineering, become a power builder, which is power lifter and bodybuilder.
Power builder.
Yeah,
And this is a new mix.
yeah.
Okay.
And to get sponsored.
And to get sponsored.
Yeah.
Or at least to be supported by the ministry or by the government, because you really deserve.
Yes.
If I'm talking here about you and about Mustafa and about the other talented players of our national team of powerlifting. Guys, I was honored to have you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
It's my
And promise that we are going to follow up with what you're doing and with the link which should be there between you and the ministry. So I'm going to leave you, but with a promise to see you again in other episodes of Score Sheet.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you very much, Muhammad and Mustafa. Right after the short break, I'm going to be back with the remaining part of our score sheet, so stay tuned only on Nile TV International.
Okay. Again, okay? Good dribbling, huh? Take back. Right. Smart. Nice. Come in. Pull. Take back. Right.
Good lift.
Take off the two for that. Oh, yeah. Stop, go. Stop it. Yellow, pull. Ahí, okay.
And it's a good lift. Arm up and let's see. Arm out. So world record. Jackson, Bello, you're up. 200, you're up. Mohammed. 180 kilos, 396 pounds.
راجل.
Good lift.
Welcome back. As we don't have no more than 10 minutes, we are going to start immediately with our press digest, and we are going to start from former Al-Ismaili Amr Sulaya is in Al-Ahli player, say club's official website, I mean. Al-Ahli football director Sayyid Abdel Hafiz announced that Egypt international midfielder Amr Sulaya will join his team when the transfer window reopens in January. In an exclusive statement to Al-Ahram Sports on Thursday, Abdel Hafiz revealed that they agreed terms with the player and his Emirati club Al-Shab, but the contract's details will be revealed later when the deal officially is sealed. Al-Ahli have been conducting negotiations to sign the 25-year-old midfielder over the summer, but his former club Al-Ismaili repeatedly turned down their bids to avoid the anger of their fans who are known for their rivalry to the Cairo Giants. Sayyid Abdel Hafiz, it's a pity. I really feel bad for the guy. He was there trying to interrupt and to interfere and to stop what was going on between his players and the ones of Al-Intag Al-Harbi, and especially try to avoid what's going on between the captain of the Red Devils, Hossam Ghali, and the rivals, or the teammates, I should say that, of Al-Intag Al-Harbi in the match which took place just 1 hour ago. Taking you to Al-Zamalek. Al-Zamalek freezes players' financial dues after a league draw to Petrojet. Then what's going to be the reaction after what happened with Al-Maqassa? I really don't know, but let's read this. Al-Zamalek's management decided to freeze all their players' financial dues after the teams won all league draw against Petrojet on Monday. Dropping 7 points since the season started, the champions Al-Zamalek are fourth on the table with 17 points, 5 behind leaders Al-Maqassa, who have played 3 games, and it seems that it's going from bad to worse. And to continue with Al-Zamalek, Al-Zamalek returned back to Mido after Paquita. Marcos Paquita was there in Al-Zamalek as the head coach for only 1 month, and now there is Ahmed Hussam, or Mido, who is going to return to be on top of Al-Zamalek coaching staff or coaching body. He is going to receive his duties tomorrow, inshallah. So I don't know. I really don't know if this is right or wrong, or if this is the professional way of dealing with things, to change all those coaches in 1 season. I mean, you have not given this Paquita a chance except for 1 month, and you have sacked him and returned back to the old regime, I should say, with Ahmed Hussam Mido in the season. Taking you to Egypt's Al-Ninni's Arsenal move facing obstacle, and the statements by The Guardian. Despite passing a medical at Arsenal, Mohamed Al-Ninni proposed a 10 million euro move to English Premier League leaders faces yet another obstacle related to Egypt's current out of the top 50 FIFA ranking. These were the statements said by The Guardian. Egypt midfielder Nini, who has been linked with Arsenal for more than a week now, is believed to have agreed on personal terms with the Londoners, as work permit only remains for the move to be finalized. Obtaining work permit, however, looks to be complicated after Egypt have slipped outside the top 50 of the FIFA ranking following their failure to qualify to the last 3 Cup of Nations editions. It's really another pity. You know, we have been talking about the pharaohs outside Egypt and about Mohamed Salah being out of the 10 best African players of the year, and I told you, and this was completely normal because of the rules or of the criteria we have, his national team, what he has achieved with the national team in their matches, the achievements, the trophies, the victories of the national team. So Mohamed Salah was excluded from the top 10. And now Nini, despite the fact that he has passed the medical with Arsenal, being under the top 50 of the FIFA ranking, this is another obstacle on his way. So let's hope that our team is going to be improved, at least for the sake of our professionals outside. Chelsea heading in the right direction, and those were the statements by Terry. Chelsea's recovery has begun. Captain John Terry claimed that last week with the Blues unbeaten in the 3 games since Jose Mourinho's departure. A victory over Sunderland has been followed by draws with Watford and Manchester United. A surge up the Premier League table has yet to materialize, however, and the champions remain in 14th place, only 3 points off the relegation zone. Terry told the Chelsea TV, "I think the desire and the effort was spot on. The work rate was different class throughout the whole starting. But more importantly, I just want to say thank you to the fans." We are still with the English or the British Premier League. Steven Gerrard eyes Liverpool coaching return in 2016. Liverpool great Steven Gerrard could return to the club in a coaching capacity as early as this year, 2016. He revealed that in a British newspaper interview published on Saturday. Gerrard, who is 35, left Liverpool for Los Angeles Galaxy last year, but he has been training on Merseyside during the Major League Soccer close season and is now eyeing a role in Jurgen Klopp's coaching staff. This is what I call a pro. He is not thinking only when he is a player or while he is playing, but right after that, if he had the talent of continuing in the coaching staff, why not? So despite the fact that he is only 35, he is thinking about his coaching career. Congratulations. I should here congratulate him on his way of thinking and to wish him the best of luck. Some bad news. Egypt gold medalist Gaber to miss Rio Olympics. Here, of course, I'm talking about the great wrestler Karam Gaber. Greco-Roman wrestler Karam Gaber, one of Egypt's most decorated Olympians, will miss the 2016 Summer Rio de Janeiro Games after the Court of Arbitration for Sport rejected on Monday his appeal against a 2-year suspension. Late in August, Gaber was hit with the suspension by the United World Wrestling due to violation of anti-doping rules. This is a real loss. But when it comes to doping and when it comes to a court ruling, we cannot say anything except hard luck, Karam Gaber. But we are going to end with some light by the end of the tunnel, as I'm always saying. A year in sports, Egypt athletes steal limelight as football takes back seat. And this is completely normal, by the way. Ihab Abdurrahman Al-Sayed competes in the men javelin throw final during this is the image we are going to watch now, during the 15th IAAF World Championships at the National Stadium in Beijing. This was in August 26, and he achieved a lot. He's the silver medalist when it comes to World Championship. And from obscurity, I should say, to glory, Egypt's sporting achievements came from unlikely source. A couple of swimmers here we should say congratulations to Farid Othman and Ahmed Akram for what they have done during last year. They have done a lot when it comes to world records and when it comes also to participating in world championships. Also, as we said about Ihab Abdurrahman also did great. And last but not least, about squash, Ranim El-Wilaili and Mohammed Shourbaghi were on top of the squash women and men respectively rankings for such long months during 2015. We wish that they are going to continue the same way, despite the fact that Ranim is now number 2, but we all hope that she is going to return to the top spot in 2016, inshallah. And Mohammed Shourbaghi, he left the top spot just for a few months and he returned back to end 2016 on top of the squash ranking. So congratulations. And we also hope that our black horse, the coming black horse in squash, Omar Mus'ad, is going to achieve also a lot. And this is very far from football and what's going on in football. Do we have the image, the photo right now, Amr? Would you please just, I'd like to have it on screen. Okay. If you can imagine, we are talking about a football game. This way of dealing with each other is in a football game, a match. This is what I call sports. And this has nothing to do with the sports. And by the way, this photo is not introducing to you the real case or what really happened. What really happened was a shame. And the way the players were dealing with each other was a real shame. We hope that we are not going to watch similar scenes again, whether in football or in any other sport, because this has nothing to do with sports. And I'm going to wait, and we are going to wait, how the boards, whether of Al Ahli or of Al Intaj Al Harbi or the production, are going to react to this. In addition, of course, to the reaction which we are expecting from the Egyptian Football Federation, because this has nothing to do with sports, as I said. Well, unfortunately, we are running out of time, but tomorrow is another day. So, just 1 hour earlier from now, next week, same time on Nile TV International, I'll be back with another episode of Score Sheet. On behalf of Dr. Muhammad Rabia, Amr Fathallah, our DOPs, Ahmed Ali, Amr Abdul Masood, and Muhammad Ragai, our staff of our Studio 35, myself, Nermeen Abdurrahman, many thanks for watching and Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you.